In a world where everyone's quick to tell you to open up about your problems, revealing your pain can be a dangerous trap. It's like bleeding in shark-infested waters. The more you expose, the more they'll circle, ready to strike. But what if I told you there's a way to flip the script and turn your silence into your greatest strength? Stay with me, and I'll show you how to become truly unbothered. Revealing your pain is like bleeding in the presence of a shark, because the more you expose your suffering, the more people desire to hurt you. Although this doesn't always happen, it's quite common for people to take pleasure in witnessing your pain. Some are simply skilled at hiding that pleasure behind fake empathy. Consider this: when you fail in a business and express your despair, people will approach you, offering sympathy and patting you on the back. Yet they'll also seek all the details, only to humiliate you later without you even realizing it, spreading tales of how incompetent and foolish you were. Or if your girlfriend cheats on you, people will tell you that she was wrong and that you're better off without her. But behind your back, they'll turn your situation into a joke, making your entire affair a source of amusement. Now, you may wonder why people would be so cruel, and the answer is simple: their goal is to feel superior to you. So, whenever they see you troubled by something, it's like a treat to them. They can't wait to feast on your misfortune. But when you act as though nothing bothers you, you completely deny them the satisfaction of superiority. That's right. Learning not to show your weak points can actually become your strength. In this video, I'll tell you how to become an unbothered man. First, gain control of your tongue. Nowadays, men talk more than women, and a common reason is overcompensation, trying to cover up their weaknesses by talking endlessly, hoping no one notices their deficiencies. It's pathetic. Anyone can see through a man who talks too much, but a man who remains silent is hard to read. A silent man comes across as unbothered, but also as someone you don't mess with. And when he does speak, people listen. Now, these individuals are rare. 99% of people crave attention and importance, loving to be heard. That's why you'll find men who burst out speaking without even thinking about what they're saying, as if they're on autopilot. Listen, the tongue is a wild beast that few control, but the world is yours if you can tame it. And taming it is actually quite simple. You do it by becoming comfortable with silence. Whether it's because you need to think or because you simply have nothing to say, let there be silence, regardless of whether people around you are comfortable or not. Remember, think twice before you speak, and speak only when your words can be more powerful than your silence. Second, surround yourself with real people. Whatever problems you face, they're easier to handle when you're in good company. It doesn't have to be a large group. It could be just one or two people. But when you have this close inner circle, you can take on the world. I'm talking about people you can cry in front of and discuss your biggest challenges with. To the outside world, you may seem unbothered and in full control because they can't see that you handle all your issues with the help of those you trust. Third, true wealth is contentment of the soul. We live in an age where everyone is chasing wealth, and there's nothing wrong with that. But true wealth is contentment of the soul. There are several ways to achieve this. The first is daily gratitude. It's only when we start appreciating the little things in life that we begin to experience contentment. But if we pause and take time to thank God for every little gift, we take so much for granted in our pursuit of more. We attract greater blessings and inner peace into our lives. Another way to reach contentment of the soul is by becoming part of a community. Our souls are social in nature and need to be part of a community, not just to belong, but to serve as well. Recent studies have shown that community service cures many forms of depression and loneliness because it taps into the part of our soul that needs to serve. If the pursuit of this world has left you cold and lonely, maybe it's time to shift your paradigm from consumption to service. When we give back to society, we attract blessings and inner peace into our lives. Finally, trust God's plan. The last step is simply to trust the Creator and His plan for you. In the age of social media, it's easy to get caught up in what others are doing. Everyone seems better than you, which can make you forget all the blessings you already have or even lead to feelings of depression. But remember, the social media world is fake. Don't let it make you lose perspective. What's real is the Creator of everything, and He has a plan for you. Even if you can't fully see or understand it yet, you must trust that plan. Now, I already know some people will get triggered when I say this. They'll argue that God isn't real or get angry at me for giving credit to the Creator. Listen, it's not my job to convince you of anything, but I do encourage you to build your relationship with the Creator. That's when you'll see what it's like to have true power on your side. This video was about how to act unbothered, but when you put your faith in something so powerful and mighty, you're no longer just acting unbothered. You actually become unbothered because everything in this world pales in comparison to God. By the way, if you're serious about leveling up your life and becoming truly unbothered, don't just watch, take action. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join this journey to mastering your mind and owning your world. Remember, the power to transform starts with you. Until next time, stay focused, stay unbothered, and let's conquer everything in our path.